Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Gemini. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. All right, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay. Your person's also showing up as the Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. They're viewing you as the Eight of Pentacles. All right, Gemini, this could be someone here who you know from a place you go back to. This could be the grocery store, this could be the gym, this could be work, it could be your favorite bar, club, or restaurant. And we see the connection as the World card. All right, strong Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius energy. This is an indication of success, Gemini, so we'll see. And we see the Tower, Aries, Scorpio energy. So this may be somebody that you meet unexpectedly, or this is just like a really powerful presence this person has. The Seven of Wands tells me this is someone that really does want to fight for this connection. This is somebody who's also very protective of you and protective of the connection. I love this particular Seven of Wands because it's kind of like, it's kind of like nothing's going to come between us type energy. I think you're going to be very unexpected for this person, or they might be very unexpected for you, Gemini. There could be a little bit of an age difference here. The Page of Cups tells me this person is sweet, they're dreamy. I think this person definitely is crushing on you, somebody who has been crushing on you. All right, the Five of Pentacles. So this is somebody here who may be a little bit worried about their finances, but I do think that they're like working on that. They're fighting to up level here. And with the Five of Pentacles, I feel this person is maybe a bit of a lone wolf, or someone who's just kind of been on their own for a bit. They may have experienced some disappointments in love here. You may also, this person may also have recently moved to where you are, okay, or recently had some sort of major life change, like a job change or a move. And we see the Hermit card. I do kind of get lone wolf energy from this person. And even if they are a little bit younger, Gemini, and that's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, if they are a little bit younger, this person is very wise. Hermit card. This is somebody who pays attention to details. They're practical. They're grounded. I feel like they're spiritual. I feel like this person has faith that even when things aren't going particularly well for them, that they will go well, that, Spirit's got their back. This may be somebody who enjoys the outdoors. Again, this is somebody who works hard. They put one foot in front of the other, especially when there are difficulties. Like this is somebody who perseveres. They're determined. But I'm also seeing they rely heavily on their faith or their spirituality. We see your energy, Gemini, the Page of Swords. So you may be checking this person out. The Page of Swords isn't necessarily hesitant, but the Page of Swords is someone, in this case you, Gemini, who's going to do your research. You're going to gather some data here before you take action. All right, let's see what else we need to know about this person. Strong Aries, Scorpio, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces energy, and then the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius coming through. What else do my Geminis need to know? So it's interesting. I feel like this person might either be young, but they have much more wisdom than, someone their age, or this person, if they're older, they might look a lot younger or have like a more carefree, younger type personality. All right, this person is funny, so expect a lot of fun and light energy with this person. The laughter you share may very well bond you and alleviate stress, so my gems are going to love that. We also see that they're really passionate. There's never a dull moment with this type of person who enjoys life fully. They could be an exciting lover. We do get this strong Virgo energy. They're great planners and organizers, and they have a tendency to overthink or overanalyze. We also get this passionate energy from the fire here that they most likely have in their chart. So, yeah, so they're passionate, they're fiery. Leo, Aries, Sag energy. I kind of feel like, Gemini, this person is going to most likely make the first move, or they're going to pursue you. With the Page of Cups, I feel like this person is sweet and dreamy, and I do think they are open, like they're emotionally open to you, to this connection. At the bottom of the deck here, I'm seeing funny as heck, so I do think this person's going to make you laugh or keep you laughing. Again, which I know, my gems, you oftentimes flirt or bond through humor and witty banter. So I love that for you. Okay, we see they could be a performer. So this person, I don't know if they, when they were younger, they did theater or they're in a band. We see they may have a dark past. Okay. And we also see that they sing. Okay, so for some of you, this person is like in a band, or they do like theater, or they're an actor, or they used to. I don't know if they used to sing, or I don't know if this was in school, or they used to have a band when they were growing up, or when they were younger, or when they were in college, or they were, some type of singer, or you catch this person singing while they're doing remedial tasks. But we do see something here about performance in this person's past at the very least. And we see gym rat. All right, so somebody here who really does like to take good care of themselves, their house, their home, their finances, but also their physical body. All right, what else do my Geminis need to know? High honor. This person might feel, Gemini, that they're not good enough for you. Okay, like I don't know if they feel like maybe they don't make enough money, or they don't have like a, like a real wow job. Like they could just feel like they're working towards being where they want to be when it comes to their finances. Again, they might be a bit younger than you is kind of what I'm getting. So they're worried that maybe you're not going to see them as, as their partner. You're not going to see them as good enough is what I'm seeing. And we see despair. Yeah. I do think this person stresses about you behind the scenes, Gemini. But for some of you, what I'm getting is this person is maybe worried about, we see their dark past, something that they're not proud of, or they're experiencing some sort of like financial difficulty right now. Although I do think that they generally do take care of themselves, their house, their home, their finances, but there has been some sort of tower moment. So I don't know if that's because of a divorce or separation or some sort of major life change where it's like they've definitely, this person knows what rock bottom feels like, right? I don't think they're at rock bottom. In fact, I think they're on the up and up here. But I feel like, this person, I don't know if they lost a job, or maybe they felt like they chose the wrong career path. Some of you, they tried to get into like performing, acting, singing, some sort of like creative career, and maybe it didn't completely work out for them, or they invested a lot in something and it didn't work out. I feel like they're a little bit nervous because of that, but I don't feel like this person's a bum. I don't think that this person is unsuccessful, but I do think they've had some sort of unsuccessful endeavor or investment here in the past. And again, maybe they kind of, effed things up in the past because they were partying a lot or something like that. But I do see them being on the up and up. This is somebody who's determined. This is somebody who perseveres. This is somebody who puts one foot in front of the other. This is somebody who has a plan. Okay, and we see mature man coming out. Now, it kind of wanted to come out in reverse, but I'm holding it sideways. So again, my readings are not meant to be gender specific here, Gemini, but with this mature man, I kind of feel like this person might be a little bit younger than you, or they're just not exactly where they want to be financially or with their stability. And I feel it's because they feel like they made some bad decisions. Again, maybe they felt they married the wrong person and it ended up in divorce, and they lost a lot there. For others of you, like I said, bad investments, or they partied a lot in their past, or they were irresponsible in the past. But I do feel like this is somebody who's on the up and up here. Yeah, we see family room. This is somebody who wants stability. They want family. This is somebody who prioritizes their family and their connection with their family and extended family. All right. What else do we need to know about this person? How else will my Geminis be able to identify this person? All right, they've lived in more than one country. Okay. At least 1/3 of their body is covered in tattoos. Okay, now for some of you, they just might have a tattoo. Again, these are really specific messages that may not resonate with all of you. This person is going to come into your life unexpectedly, Tower energy. And they have a noticeable facial feature. So this could be, you know, beautiful eyes, beautiful lips, a strong jawline, freckles, dimples, a scar, a mole. And we do see something here about singing in the shower. We get this energy of singing. So this person is definitely musically inclined, or they like to sing, or you catch them singing while they're, you know, cooking, while they're cleaning, while they're driving, while they're showering. I do feel this person has this sort of artistic, creative vibe. And like I said, they may have tried to make that a reality in the past, and I'm not saying it didn't work out for them, but it may not, they realize it may not be something that is, you know, can pay their bills or would pay the bills. But again, this person is determined. This is somebody who perseveres. This is somebody who definitely has a plan, is what I'm getting with this double Virgo energy. Now, the Eight of Pentacles, Gemini, this person sees you as solid, stable, secure. I love this particular Eight of Pentacles because this is telling me that there's real potential for you two to have a really strong, real bond. This is two people who really enjoy each other, two people who really care about each other. This is two people that, you know, are interested in sharing the cares of the everyday with one another, enjoying the sweeter things in life, maybe, you know, also really enjoying your alone time together. This is somebody who's going to have your back, and I think they see you that way as well, Gemini. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, but this person also sees you as somebody who does things differently. I'm also getting this person sees you as somebody who doesn't rush into things. They see you as somebody who's definitely not boring, like you're out of the ordinary, you're different. There's something different about you. You're not boring, Gemini. They love that. You keep them on their toes. And we see the Ten of Wands energy in reverse. Again, some of you meet this person, there may be some sort of move or some sort of transition. And some of my Geminis too, I mean, you might be an entrepreneur and they might be trying to get where you are, for example, because I kind of feel with the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles, some of my Geminis here, like you've left a job or a living situation or a relationship or a lifestyle that no longer served you. And like, this is you, like, I feel like this is an energy of them seeing you as taking risks, taking calculated risks. You're not afraid to start over, but you're definitely not going to like toe the line when something's not in alignment for you. But I don't feel like that's like risky behavior. I feel more than anything, it's like they love that, you know, that you're not going to settle. That's what I'm getting. So whether that's in relationships, it's in work, it's in your living situation. And the Three of Wands, this is what you've been waiting for, Gemini. This is what you've been waiting for. I feel like this person really, really admires you, though, for not settling, for taking calculated risks. And they love that you're different. You walk your own path. You're a bit rebellious. They're very physically attracted to you. But they admire you, Gemini. And again, I don't know if you started your own business or something like that. And I kind of feel like that's something they want to do. Or you branched out on your own, or you left a job or a situation that you hated. They really do, they do admire you for that. And you may mirror each other in that regard. What else do they really like about my Geminis here? We see damsel energy. So understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Okay, so beautiful. So they see you as somebody who understands what a healthy connection looks like. And they see you as self-reliant. And I feel like this this isn't like they want to be you, Gemini, but I do feel like there's a lot about you that they really admire, and they like hope they can be just like you one day. That sounds kind of silly because I don't think there's such a huge gap in who you two are, but I just think there's a lot of admiration here, and they see this as potentially being a very healthy connection. And they see you as the priest archetype, facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. So again, some of you, they love that you're spiritual, you're religious, you're connected to source energy. But they also see this as a spiritual commitment. They see you as somebody that they can trust. They see you as somebody that, that is loyal. And not only loyal to them and within a relationship, but loyal to yourself, loyal to what you love. All right. And we see pioneer energy. See, I am getting this from you. Like the way that they're viewing you is this pioneer archetype, a passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. So again, entrepreneurial energy, or moving away from your family, living in a different city, state, or country. They really admire you for that. They admire you for not settling here, Gemini, because this is somebody that doesn't want to settle either. All right. And when I mean settle, I don't mean settle down, but I mean settle for things that just don't feel right, or don't, things, doing things that you're not passionate about. All right. So the world energy tells me there's potential here for beautiful success. All right. So this connection appears without planning or searching. Alignment finds you when resistance softens. Yeah, and that's the Tower. This is going to be very unexpected, or happen in an unexpected way. All right, to restore faith in connection. Beautiful, Gemini. This connection reopens your heart to trust, reminding you that meaningful bonds are still possible. So this person, this connection restores your faith in people, in love, and for them as well. All right, and we see redefining expectations. This connection reshapes what you thought connection should look like. Alignment replaces fantasy. Yeah, beautiful. I love this. This is going to be a major paradigm shift. This is not what you were expecting. It's just so much more, and it's just different than maybe what you thought love or connection was going to be like. Some of you, this meeting happens while learning, studying, or developing a skill. Growth becomes the bridge between you. And we also see that this connection feels familiar on an energetic level, awakening a sense of recognition beyond logic. So possibly a soulmate connection, but just the connection between you two is almost inexplicable. And again, maybe because you're very different from each other, you come from different backgrounds, maybe because there's an age gap here. All right, whatever it might be. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. All right, rekindle. So some of you, obviously, it could be somebody you already know or you've dealt with, but I don't think so. I think this is just that confirmation of this, this familiar energy on an energetic level, past life soulmate connection. Workplace, romance, common cause connection. So this is my card of really high compatibility. Now you might meet through work. Maybe you go into this person's job. Maybe they come into yours. Maybe you work together. But more so, this is just saying you two are extremely compatible. All right, memento. This is a gift from the universe, Gemini. This person may have given you a gift, may give you a gift, like on your first date or your first couple of meetings. We see psychic connection, so your communication goes beyond mere words here. And don't forget, the flames of passion ignite, so this is also going to be a very sexy connection. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. Oops, wrong deck. What else do we need to know? Any important dates or times here for my Geminis? Any important dates or times here for my Geminis, please? Trust in divine timing. Okay, so it's going to be different for all of you. We see slow movement, but we also see in the coming weeks. All right, Geminis, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.